Hey Julius, this is Joe Aguilar and John West will be viewing this as well. I want to tell you, I love that you used the three different pictures that I had picked out from your portfolios. Looks good, and this really represents, traditional modern day, mixed family. We're pretty excited about that. This looks great on the desktop. I just wanted to show you a couple of things. Everything looks good here. So buyers and agents and financing, um, a lot of these will use the same content as American Dream Investors. And what I mean by same content, I'll just show you real quick. So if you go here, you got buyers and realtors. So a lot of the internal parts of those will, investors, wholesalers, a lot of that will be the original, some of that original written content. Of course, with the button to convert to Spanish. So don't want it to be exactly the same, but what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and instead of there being nothing, I don't know if that's going to work. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so it's empty. So what should go in there? Well, like if I were to click buyers, I actually have submenus, how the buying process works. There's written content that works there. We just need to make sure that spelling, grammar looks good. We might tidy some of that up. The videos, you can put the videos there for now, but we're going to replace them with some updated videos. But there are several videos that we're not going to replace. Some of the whiteboard videos. So like if I go buyers, how does that work? Apply now. That written content is perfect there. That video is good, but we're going to modify that one. But if I go to, realtors love us. Some of that written content, some of that look and style is great. This one right here is a 2.5 minute, 2 minute 45-second video. And it's a whiteboard story type. That won't go away. We will use that content. So, and then a lot of these icons with, description really is not going to modify going to the new site. It's really content that belongs in those designated areas. So any of these tabs that match American Dream Investors, I would say it's safe to pull a lot of that content and then we can modify it from there because obviously it's not seen to the world yet. We'll get a chance to update it, appropriate it, and modernize it to what the new site is doing. Okay. As far as what the buttons look like, how smooth it is, we'll leave it up to you guys' creativity. But when I go learn more here, those pictures can be used as well. You can see that has a horrible thumbnail. The pixelation on that's bad, but this is a great video. A lot of this stuff's parked in YouTube for us. And it's in American Dream Investors channel. So if you did go to American Dream Investor, you could probably pick up the URL and clean some of this up. So a lot of these stories that are 2 minutes 45 seconds are important because they go to the description of things. The application process is like a 22-second video from John. And there's a bunch of videos from John, but there's also some story whiteboard videos that we don't want to get rid of, that we want to use in the best capacity. But you can tell the difference in just the style and look of this site to the old site. What a clean new version you guys are coming up with. I really like the cleanliness of it, and it's feeling good. You know what I mean? There's going to be a couple of tabs that you don't have much on. Investing we have, financing, agents, buyers we have, sellers we have, properties. That was going to be the IDX, and then what you guys could come up with off market that we could fill in the blanks with, right? Well, we would like on the properties, when you go to realtors love us, when they go to submit a property, right now we have a third-party form that we're using, and it's a little mundane looking, but it works. But what I do like is that there's an MLS listing box. If you could do that on this off market, or excuse me, on market, it should populate the MLS data instead of trying to force an agent to fill all of the stuff out. Right now it's a challenge as it is to get them to do that. If it's an off market property, for sure. But if they did list it or have an MLS number, we should be able to grab that data fairly easy. off-market houses are going to require them to fill that out. So really, looks like we've got that one, that one, that one, that one, with content that you can do, right? The traditional, non-traditional, everything that you're going to pull over from American Dream Investors will be non-traditional at this time. And traditional, that's some content we'll have to come up with. Fix and flip, some content we'll have to come up with. So I would really go and start grabbing tab by tab what's over there, so you'd have at least a solid weeks of work. And then once you put it together, we can kind of clean up some of it. And then hopefully by end of the week, we've got a little travel coming up, get some new videos out to you, okay, that we're hoping to produce. So just so you can see. And then last thing, really love that these buttons were live. That's cool, man. That just sings to me. Really good. Home sold. I see that you got for sale, sold. If those could be just a scotch bigger, you see the truck's bigger, just a scotch bigger where it's more visible on mobile. But some of this writing here, looking for your next dream home, you will have access to all the available on-market inventory your search desires. Confidence less property, looking for your very own HTV specially, looking for your very own HTV specially renovated home. I think that should be especially, and of course your. Some of the grammar is off, so we can help with that as well. Whether you're a traditional seller, home builder, agent, or an investor who flips properties, we have created a unique listing proposition that sets your boss listing program mountains above the competition. Okay, we get you more we get you more buyers looking at your homes. Some of that grammar is not good. Click here to find out more. Are you concerned whether you are ready to become a homeowner? Are you concerned whether you are ready to become a homeowner but don't want you money, that should be your, to be wasted on the landlord? So grammaticals in that content for sure, whether you're a home buyer, seller, agent, or loan officer. So whether you are a home buyer, comma, seller, comma, agent, comma, loan officer, comma, and investor or fix and flip rehabber. Some of the grammar there just a little bit. We have created a comprehensive private finance program that supports your personal objectives and goals, right? You know, that might challenge that a little bit. It supports your it should be clients, your personal objectives and goals. Yeah, I guess that works. That's cool. The motion on mobile looks good. When I pull the email up, they are stacked on top. This will be great once we can populate, and then when you turn this feed on, that'd be cool because he's very busy on Facebook. So that's what I have, man. I just, if we can get some of this written stuff cleaned up, you got a department you can flush it to, make it say what it's saying, but let's clean up the grammatical. Rent with an option to buy. All looks good. The truck came out really good. I'm going to challenge that a little bit. We'll kind of get back to that, but it says what we need right now. We can always fix that later. It's easy. So don't hold up the team. Get them busy. So if we click agents, it's the same as here. If we click financing, it's the same as here, because obviously this goes to a sandwich bar on the mobile. It should. And these three buttons can be at least there, right? Either left or right or on top of each other is fine. However the mobile optimization works. So we can at least grab the main audience, right? Looks good. He decided to go in the middle, kind of like Zillow at the last minute, but looks good, right? And remember, the login is going to be for anybody that, if the buyer registers, there's a registration for the buyer and an agent's registration. So if you go here, like realtors, agent profile. So that's what the login is for. So the form capture has to, there's another video, right? It has to capture this. If you can use GForm, and it all ties into that login button. Same thing for the buyers. If the buyers, want to do an application, they also have a login process, or realtors can actually submit a property, which includes, you can see here, which would include a buyer's information, right? Because here it says submitting your buyers. So when they do that, agent has to register, so they'll get notifications and fired off emails. Everything's automated currently, as well as the customer. Okay, so we want all of that firing mechanism on the back, and we can help get you that data. But first off, let's get content going. Looks great. Clean up grammaticals, and then we go from there. Okay, thank you so much.